sometimes I feel really bad for him that, people don't understand his importance so much in this team. And, what a valuable player he is for us. And, he's the most composed player we have in the team. He's willing to grind for his runs. He doesn't mind batting under pressure. He likes to take a challenge of batting long. So, he's someone like that is priceless to have in the team. And when the pressure situation comes, he always wants to put his hand up and play long for the team and hold up one end, which is, I think, a great quality in him. So, this season he's been outstanding. He's I don't know the number of runs he scored, but he's contributed, throughout. And he's not been spoken about or, being the focus too much, but I think he deserves much more than that. And people need to stand up and take notice of what he's done this season. And he's been outstanding with the bat, and I hope he can continue, till the last Test match as well. No, there's nothing wrong with Ashwin. There's no problems as such. You obviously want to choose ends. Fast bowlers from the far end, if you talk about where we're sitting right now, were more effective, and spinners were more effective from the commentary end. And it obviously you have to understand where the game is placed and what bowlers you want to use. Whenever Jadeja came on to bowl, he picked up a wicket or two every 3-4 overs, and it was very difficult to change him at that stage because he was bowling in good momentum. So I think that was one of the factors. And in the second innings, he bowled quite a few overs. We used him from both ends, but as you saw, it was difficult for the bowlers to generate much from the pitch. Jadeja, you can leave him aside in this game because he really stood apart among all the bowlers. But I think in general, the bowlers found it difficult to make things happen from the center of the wicket. And the key was to keep trying. And that's what Ashwin always does, and he put his best effort in both the innings. See, again, we're gonna see how many games we want to play them in terms of the shorter formats, and going forward, if we have a hectic Test season, because they are very valuable Test bowlers for us. So that is the only way we can manage workloads, because during a game you can't think of the fact that he's bowled 3,000 balls in the season and I need to make him stop, because if you want to win a game you need to push guys. So I think it's different formats when they arrive. That's where you manage workloads, and we're certainly going to look into it. We have done that in the past as well, and that's certainly going to be followed in future, because you need to maintain a core group of Test bowlers that you need fresh all the time. And it's not a difficult thing to do, but yes, one should be aware of it. It's very important for our side to use them in short bursts, come and attack the batsman, try to pick up a wicket or two in the spell if possible, but otherwise contain runs. So that's been the way that we've used them so far. But could be different in the next game. If the wicket's nice and hard, could be very different. You might see them bowling longer initially. So you never know. It's according to the conditions that we use them. If you remember the game in Calcutta against New Zealand, we used them for longer spells because the wicket allowed us to do that. So they've been really good whenever they've been asked to bowl, and it's, as I said, it's up to the conditions that we play in is how you use the fast bowlers, but they've been really, really good. It's funny, all our guys ask about cricket and the first thing you ask is something controversial, but it's okay. See, these things happen on the field. 4 or 5 of them started taking Patrick's name. I don't know why. He's our physio. His job is to treat me, and I didn't find the reason behind it. I couldn't understand. So I don't know. You must ask him why they started taking his name. I have no idea. See, Saha's knock was again brilliant for us. He's always stood up when the team needs him, and this game was no different. His partnership with Pujara is the reason that we had a go at winning this Test match, and a lot of credit goes to him also. Again, not been mentioned too much, but he deserves a lot of credit. He's one guy who's always willing to do anything for the team. Wherever we ask him to bat, he bats. He has no problems in batting, after Ashwin, before Ashwin, whenever we want him to do it. He plays any kind of role, positive, defensive, whatever we ask him to do, he never says no. So you really, really feel glad for a guy like that who's willing to do anything for the team and put his best foot forward. And as I said, I'm really happy that he performed in a big pressure match, in a difficult situation and put us in a position to have a shot at winning the game. Yeah, Shami also, we sent him to play because we saw him bowling 10-12 overs in a go and we wanted to give him some match practice. So I don't know, I haven't spoken to the selectors still. All kinds of possibilities, approaching the next test. Yeah, see, everyone has different style of batting. I wouldn't change mine. Obviously, you learn and you understand a lot of things from different players all over. But yeah, I mean, everyone has their own strengths. If the situation demands you to play, 300 balls and score, say 50, 60 runs, you obviously want to put in that effort for the team and grind the draw out. So different situations demand you to play differently. But given an ideal situation of a first innings scenario, I would not change my game at all. I don't want to expose the thinking behind it. We obviously have our plans. We got one more test match to go. I'll tell you after the last test, probably the plan behind it. But see, again, as I said, we wanted to choose ends as far as spinners are concerned, and we wanted to give Jadeja a longer go because he was hitting the rough consistently, and the ball has to spin back into the batsman. If you say right-handers or left-handers from the rough, it was always attacking the batsman. So that's one factor we used, and again, as I said, it depended more on who's bowling from which end, not which bowler has to bowl from where. Sometimes one bowler bowls more in the test match. A lot of times Ash has bowled plenty of overs in a game and the others haven't. So roles are always reversed. It's not such a big factor for us.